Hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Healing and Moving Forward. Thank you guys for all your patience. I know that I'm behind schedule. I'm all over the place because I'm trying about 3 different new things at one time. I had to make a few changes at Healing and Moving Forward, and so I'm in 3 places instead of 4 places, and eventually I will figure it out. And apparently, there we go. Hello to Instagram because I never hit the button on Instagram. So we are in 3 places instead of 4 places. And as soon as I figure out how to share this into the 4th place, which may not be until after we are all done, then we will be in 4 places. But hello yet again. I know I said that like 3 different times. Oh my goodness, it has been one heck of a whirlwind today. You guys know that as I do something new, I sometimes have a bit of a struggle, but we did it. We made it. We're on here. We're live. I've got big frizzy hair, and at this point, I just can't care. And it is what it is. And I think that it is frizzing even more as we speak because this living room is hot. The air conditioner is on, the fan is on, but my son is cooking. He said he doesn't have the oven on, but I feel like he does. I also feel like it's 300 degrees in here. The thermostat says it's 82, but I think that's wrong. But none of that matters. We are here. And it is Tuesday, and we are rocking it out, and we are 2 days left for the month of June. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is the last day of June, and I am so happy that we have made it. What have we made it to? I don't know what we made it to, but regardless, we have made it. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm so happy to see all of you guys coming in. We are wrapping up acceptance and reflection. I did name it Capping Reflection. It is the last time that we will be talking about reflection. That is what we've been talking about all month of June. We've been reflecting on the things that we have gone through either throughout life or mainly throughout the year so far, since we have made it through half of the year. We have reflected on our lives. We've reflected on our careers. We reflected on our children. If you are new to Healing and Moving Forward, because we have a lot of new people, and I'm super excited. We have new people on Instagram, new people on Facebook. We have new people on YouTube because we're new on YouTube. We here at Healing and Moving Forward, we do a lot of discussion about mental health and how we basically can heal ourselves from the things that we've been through and are going through, and how we can move forward in life emotionally, and sometimes physically, and when we get lucky financially, when we have certain people on here. Either I'm discussing things or people come on and we talk about nutrition, we talk about coping skills, we talk about therapy. I am not a therapist. I do work in the mental health field, so that does help. I'm not just randomly throwing things out there. I work as a PRP specialist, which is psychiatric rehabilitation program. And so I work as a rehabilitation coordinator. So I do have some experience in this field, and that's where I do get have the gumption to have the conversation. But reflecting, that is what we were talking about all month long. I've reflected on my life. You guys have reflected on your lives with me. We've been leaving comments throughout the month, and I have truly enjoyed them. I've truly appreciated. Some people have messaged me privately with their comments about the things that they've been reflecting on so far throughout the month, and it has been super encouraging. I've shared with you all the things that I've been learning to accept about myself when it comes to just my body and where it is that I am in life. And you guys have shared with me the things that you've been accepting about yourself. And it's just awesome and amazing and wonderful. And it has just been an absolutely awesome journey. So just pat yourself on the back, pat your friend on the back. And as always, as we say, I've learned to say in this social media game, be sure to like this video, share this video, this live, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things, because we are turning up in this healing and moving forward groups. But as we recap reflections and accepting, the one thing that I thought about was I didn't really want it to be just a June thing. Like, we started this because it was the middle of the month, the middle of the year, but it really should start to become an end of the month thing. So since we are at the end of the month, I found a bunch of questions that you can start to ask yourself at the end of the month. And I came up with 15 of them that I like the most, and we'll be adding them at the end, I guess, in the comments of this. And then I'll figure out a way to attach PDFs so that everyone can grab them. That'll be something new that I'm learning to do. But we're going to ask ourselves at the end of every month or every other month so that we can reflect on where we are, in order to make sure that we're making the progress that we want to, so that we're not continuously getting stuck in a rut, which is also something that we discussed before. We don't want to continuously get stuck in a rut and not feeling like we're moving anywhere. So one of those questions that we want to start asking ourselves is, what went well this month? What did I accomplish? How does it make me feel? When we talked about, reflecting on what has happened, we also talked about the fact that a lot of the times we've made goals, and a lot of us have accomplished these goals already. And since we've accomplished these goals, we've not made new ones. And so now we are attempting to make new goals. So out of those goals, what have I accomplished out of those goals throughout this month? So that way we can continue to keep pushing to accomplish them. What went well in the month? If we only focus on what went wrong and never focus on what went well, we don't really continue to push ourselves either, because we get to start to get weighed down by just the negativity. We need to continuously focus on the good. We do need to look at the bad so we know where we need to make the changes, but we definitely need to continuously look at the good so that we can continue to encourage ourselves and keep it moving. Number 2, what didn't go so well? Like I just said, can look at what was bad was, and how can I improve it for the next month? Number 3, what lessons did I learn this month? How did I grow as a person? You should always be growing. You should always find a lesson in something. Even when things are negative and it's not going so well, you should always be able to find a lesson in it. Learn something from it. I have many times where things are going on, especially at work. I'll use work as an example. There are many times at work where I am, I joke, but truthful joking, getting yelled at, and it's because it's not going right, and I'm not doing something right, and or I've not completely accomplished something, or I didn't, whatever. But there's a lesson to be learned in it, and sometimes it's a lesson in just what my job is, but a lot of the times it's something that I can apply to my everyday life. I'm so sorry if I keep, taking a sip, but I'm really thirsty because, like I said, I'm hot. What challenges did I think? No, I did that. No, I didn't. What challenges did I face this month, and how did I deal with them? How we deal with things is very important. Sorry. How we deal with things is very important. If we continuously fly off the handle and we don't take, the time to look at things and handle things in a calm manner, one, the people that we are dealing with don't want to deal with us after a while. And so, we start to burn those bridges. They don't want to work with us anymore. And so we lose those connections. Then also when we fly off the handle and we're not able to be objective and see the situations for what they are and be able to reflect on them later on, then we've learned nothing from them. And so it's just a wasted opportunity. It's just it's no good. I lost my place. Number 5, what am I spending too little or too much time on? Oh my goodness. Also, another good thing is we sometimes will not put enough attention on things that we should, and too much attention on things that really could have used less time. And that really is going to take just time reflecting back and looking back. There's no way to just determine what that is until the time has passed and you sit and you look back at it and go, where could I have made that change? What did I take too much time on? Where could I put more time at versus something else? Like, we'll put on my hair. Did I put too much time into my hair? Me personally, I'm looking at it and going, maybe I didn't put enough time into it. I'm just using this as an example. There's not much I could have did about this. This is all natural hair and it's hot outside. Maybe I put too much time into it by trying to straighten it in the summer. This should have been a winter idea. That just came to my mind at the end of the month with reflection. That's just a goal. And I mean, that's just a thought as I look into all of these cameras at this hair that is just continuously freezing up. Number 6, what didn't go as planned and how can I improve on it? Well, that's an easy thing. Everybody always can look at how their plans were and what didn't go as planned. What didn't go as planned, and how you can improve upon it. And if it didn't go as planned and it's not completed, you definitely can move it over to your next month. And then since it didn't go as planned, you now know how you can fix it. So when you go to accomplish it or attack it the next time, you now know how you can improve upon it. Number 7, review any goals you set for this month. Did you reach them? Why or why not? That's self-explanatory. 7, review any goals you don't. I said that already. Said that already. I probably should have put on glasses. I do this every time. Was there anything holding me back from reaching my goals? Well, I know that for me, some of the things that were holding me back from reaching my goals most of the time was myself. Sometimes finances may be things that are holding me back. So when I look at that, what I may do when I realize that finances may be something that's holding me back from my goals, how can I then break that down into something smaller? If I on a grand scale for Rhea, if you know me and you know what it is that I do as my personal business, which is bath and body products, then instead of trying to launch 3 different body butters at one time and that didn't go as planned, then maybe I need to scale it down to launching 1 body butter scent, and I can afford to do a batch of 30 versus 3 scents and 3 batches of 30. So that's how I can make my improvement and I can reach my next goal. What goals do I have for next month? And list 5 things that made you feel most grateful this month. Y'all know how I feel about that. Always pointing out what you're grateful for. Gratitude is important. If you cannot acknowledge what you're grateful for, you again will never be able to move forward, because being able to see the positive and understand what you're grateful for and finding joy in things is what keeps you going. It's what drives you and keeps you pushing. Negative things hold you down. Positive things keep you up. I mean, we already know that. And I say this every Monday. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm never going to stop saying it. And if you know me, I go up, I go down. And every time I go down, I try to come back up. And I don't try to come back up. I come back up. It's like a roller coaster, but it works. 11, what habits did I focus on this month and how did I do? Number 12, which habits should I continue working on next month and why? Number 13, are there any bad habits I want to work on next month, meaning to get rid of? And make an action plan. Plans, goals and plans. Writing them down is very helpful for those who write. Piece of paper, post it up somewhere, journal books, so that you can check them off. I happen to have a nice glass board up on my wall that I can use dry erase markers. I really need better dry erase markers. It's hard to see. I don't like it too much. The ones that I have, whichever works for you, it needs to be the one that you use, or all the above. Your phone, whether it's your calendar tracker, if you've got Google, you can use in your Gmail, there's the little sidebar on the right-hand side of your Gmail. There should be like a little thing that pops out to the side. It's like a blue circle with like a pen, and you can put your task and everything there. You can even open up, all Gmail accounts come with Google Drive. You can go into the Google Drive and use Google Documents. What else? If you have Word, is it Word? OneDrive, which is also a part of Word. If you don't, they've got a free version of OneDrive that has the whole same thing. That's like, Google Drive and OneDrive and all of the drives and all the things. It's all there. And your phone has the same thing. There are ways to write your goals, track your goals, make your plans, all the things, all of them. I mean, it's, as my friend Jeremy says, it's 2021. There's no way that you can't make a plan, follow the plan, track your plan, and keep up with what it is that you're trying to do. 14, what new habits do I want to try and implement next month and why? And number 15, overall, am I satisfied with how the month went and why? So I'll give you guys one of the habits that I want to try. I want to try to start taking myself out. Whether it's by myself or people going with me, I want to get to a place that I am no longer waiting for someone to invite me to do a thing. I'm going to start going out. I want to start with exploring the coffee houses that Baltimore has to offer. And there are quite a few of them. So starting in July, I'm going to start going to different coffee houses in Baltimore City. Starting with Baltimore City. There are quite a few. And I'm going to go. And if people would like to join me, they're more than welcome. If no one wants to join me, I'm going to go by myself. But that is a goal that I have for myself. I want to start doing things with or without people without being invited. That is my goal. And I'm going to implement this for myself starting next month. I know that doesn't sound very big, but for me, that is big. I feel like I have lost that ability. And sometimes I'm not even sure if I've ever had that ability. So I feel like I've lost that ability and I feel like I need to gain it. And that is a very big plan for me. So sometimes our plans don't really need to be as big as buying a house and obtaining this, type of job or, what's another one? Now I know what I'm trying to say. Building up a certain amount of money, buying a car. Sometimes it can just be the smallest thing as, becoming more social or stepping out or whatever it is that you really want to do for yourself. I want to read more. So I want to start, getting a book a month, reading a chapter a week. You start small, work your way up. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't say I'm going to start reading a chapter a day. When we start to make grand plans, most times we don't succeed. I mean, it is what it is. If we make grand plans, we don't succeed. And I am a big testimony to that. I'm going to lose all this weight and I'm going to drop all these pounds. I'm going to do work out 3-4 days a week, and I'm going to diet and I'm going to do this, that, and the other. And I have done this for year after year after year after year, and it's not worked. And I've not done any of the things because I put so much pressure on myself, and I've made all of these plans. And instead of taking it one step at a time, I've tried to do all the steps at one time, and it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. I've given you guys like different scenarios, but apply it to whichever part of your life best fits you. But basically, all of these questions that you sit down, I've given 15 questions. And like I said, I'm going to put it up for you guys to be able to pull from them whichever you want. You don't have to ask yourself 15 questions at the end of every month. That is a bit time consuming, but pull from it whatever it is that you desire and ask yourself these questions, however many, at the end of every month to reflect on your month and see if you are going where it is that you want to go. Are you accomplishing what it is that you set out for yourself for that month? Are you on the right track so that you don't end up in the same rut that you found yourself at the middle of the year? So that when you get to the end of the year, you feel like you've made more progress than you did at your last check-in. So that when you get to the check-in after that, you're even further along. What are the goals that you had set for yourself last year when we started these lives, and how closer to you to those goals than before? I'm telling you, I'm super pumped about this work that we are doing. I am super pumped. I know one thing, this ain't upright. Sorry, y'all. It ain't doing the thing. I don't know if it ain't doing a thing or the dress not doing a thing, but whatever. Like I said, we are, I don't know what we're doing. Is that the thing? Nope. Invite group members. Listen, I'm back to, I don't have the StreamYard, right? So let me just tell you, I don't have the StreamYard right now. When I had StreamYard, it would allow me to connect to a bunch of different things. And I don't have it right now. So I'm on 2 phones and a laptop, which means what I'm not on is Charm City Direct. And so I wanted to share to Charm City Direct while I was on here. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that while I'm on. So I guess I just have to do it while I'm done, when I'm done. But we are here though. We are on Instagram, we are on YouTube, and we are on Facebook. And I'm super duper excited about this. I am really, really excited about this, guys. I'm so happy to have you guys still rocking with me, like I say, every Tuesday. Just a reminder, Monday Morning Moments are on Facebook. Thursday morning check-ins are on Instagram. So be sure to be following me on all the things. YouTube has bumped up to 16 subscribers. All right, so the goal right now is 20 subscribers. I know that compared to all the people that you guys see on YouTube, these numbers are like super low, but I'm super pumped. The goal is 20 subscribers on YouTube for now. That's the goal. I wanted it to be 20 by the end of June. The end of June is tomorrow. I don't know. 16, that's 4 people to go. If we can get 4 people by the end of tomorrow, that would be awesome sauce. But 20 people by the end of June is the goal. Like, share, subscribe, and tell your people to go onto YouTube and subscribe. If you are not on YouTube, like, share, and follow. I don't know what else you got to do, all the things, but this is super fun. I love having y'all. I feel like we frizzed up about a little bit more while we were on here. Anyway, it's been fun. See you guys on Thursday. Can't wait to see your comments. Let me know how you plan to do your reflections every month. If you haven't shared what you've been reflecting on for the month of June, please be sure to share. Again, you can always email me. You can always private message me. What is something that you have decided to accept about yourself, whether it be physically or mentally or about your family life? What is your acceptance for the month of June or for the year of 2020? Listen here. This is what I'm accepting. I've come to the conclusion that this is my acceptance and this is it. What are you accepting? What are you reflecting on? And again, love you guys so much for rocking out with me as always. I can't wait to see you guys on Thursday. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 4th of July weekend. And if I don't see you on Thursday, have a good night.